This is the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Top flight competition between teams from Houston-area high school. Now, here's the man with the question, Chip Field.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Texaco Star Academic Challenge, a tournament featuring 86 high schools in the greater Houston area. 32 of those 86 made the televised round, and we welcome to their first match of this season, Pearland and Eisenhower. Players, as you know, you'll be hearing a number of sound effects throughout the course of this program. This tone means your answer is right. This sound, incorrect response. And this tone, the end of each quarter. Good luck to both schools. Here's your first question of the warm-up round. It's a 5-pointer. What is the legal term for using an outside, impartial party to assist in resolving a dispute?
Pearland, Shannon.
Arbitration?
Arbitration or mediation, either one would be acceptable. For 10 points, what are the first relatives mentioned in the Gettysburg Address?
Eisenhower, Matt.
Our forefathers.
That's incorrect. Pearland.
Shannon.
Our fathers?
Our fathers, not forefathers. Here's a math question worth 5. The measures of the angles of a triangle are in the ratio of 1 to 2 to 3. What's the measure of the largest angle?
Eisenhower, Matt.
90.
Sure, 90 degrees. And Matt gets Eisenhower on the scoreboard. For 10 points, what two-word phrase is the third-person plural, indicative mood, present tense, active voice of the verb to call? Again, third-person plural, indicative mood, present tense, active voice, to call. Can you figure it out?
Eisenhower, Matt.
They call.
They call. That's all there is to it. I have now a visual question worth 5. Look at your monitor here in the Channel 2 studio. Who is shown here rehearsing the dance sequence?
Pearland, Aaron.
Putting on the Ritz. Fred Astaire is correct. Nicely done, Aaron. For 10 points. Which Texas senator has been listed as the biggest recipient of PAC money?
Eisenhower, Scott. Hutchinson.
Kay Bailey Hutchinson is right, and Eisenhower takes an early lead. For 5 points in the Olympics, teams march to the theme in alphabetical order. In Barcelona, there was a debate about whether the march be in Spanish or Catalan. The debate was resolved by using what third language in which the U.S. is called États-Unis?
Pearland, Jocelyn.
French?
French, that's the one. A 10-point question. In New York City, Karen Thomas posed as a subway motorman and literally took what train? Made famous in a Duke Ellington number.
Pearland, Doug.
The A train?
A train is correct for 10 points. Please, no answers from the audience. Here's a vocabulary question worth 5 points. Which would be considered an anomaly? Fleas on a dog, sunset in the west, rain clouds.
Pearland, Doug.
The Big Dipper or White Tiger? Which would be an anomaly?
Eisenhower, Robinson.
A white tiger.
White Tiger would be. For 5 points, identify the voice you're about to hear, which belongs to one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, close the platform.
Eisenhower, Matt.
W.C. Fields.
That's the one. Correct for 5 points. Here's another 5-pointer. All of the following are parts of what body system? The external nares, the maxillary sinuses, the eustachian tube, the...
Eisenhower, Robinson.
Hearing.
The larynx and the primary bronchi.
Pearland, Aaron.
Respiratory.
Respiratory. You're right. Another biology question for 10 points. The haploid number of chromosomes is 10 for a given organism. What's the diploid?
Eisenhower, Matt.
20.
Would be 20. Right. A 10-pointer. A shanty is a form of song sung in rhythm to work. It is usually associated with people in what kind of work?
Eisenhower, Eddie.
Sailors.
Yes. A 10-point visual question. Look at your screen. Rembrandt painted the blinding of which biblical character? The blinding of Samson. No score there. A 5-pointer. What class of novel reconstructs a personage or series of events of a past age and incorporates serious scholarship about the facts of the age being recreated?
Pearland, Aaron.
Historical novel.
That's it. Historical novel. Ring up 5 points for Pearland. And that cone brings us to the end of the toss-up round. And we'll be back to meet the players and resume play in the bonus round. We're glad you've stayed with us for more questions and answers. Our score, it's a close one, 45 for Pearland, 50 for Eisenhower. Now let's take a break and meet the contestants. Pearland High School, the captain is Doug Keegan, a senior. He's a National Merit semifinalist, president of the Math Club and the Computer Club, and he is completing high school in 3 years. Next to him is Shannon Ware. Shannon's a senior, member of the band Color Guard, and is a National Merit Commended Scholar. We turn now to Aaron Bird, a senior, member of the Spanish Honor Society and Principal Forum, who plans to attend Texas A&M next fall. And Jocelyn Moreau, a junior, member of the gymnastics team, Principal's Forum, and varsity cheerleader. Their coach is Sophie Moreau. That's the team from Pearland. Their opponents from Eisenhower High School, an all-returning team, if I'm not mistaken, or mostly so. Matt Lacey is the captain, a senior National Merit semifinalist and student council treasurer. Next is Robinson Vu, a senior. He's a member of the golf team. Scott Petty is next. Scott is a junior, Citizen B state finalist. And Eddie Vaughn. Eddie is a senior, and he's on the current events team. Their alternate is Jameel Prentice. Their coach, Mark Jackson. That's the squad from Eisenhower High School. I'm pleased to introduce the judges for the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. They are Professor Tom Hudson, Department of Physics, University of Houston, and Mr. Mike Mastandria, who is Executive Director of Marching Auxiliaries of America. Their decisions will be final. Players are ready now to get into the bonus round. Players know the rules, so we'll begin it with a 10-point toss-up. In computer science, what is the term for organizing the tracks and sectors on a floppy?
Eisenhower, Robinson.
Formatting.
On a floppy disk, formatting is right. So, the brain trust of Matt, Robinson, Scott, and Eddie will answer these questions about wedding customs. For 5 points, the bride's wearing of this may go back to ancient times when it hid her from evil spirits.
A veil.
Right, you're on your way. For 10 points, for a Muslim ceremony to be official, there must be 2 male or 1 male and 2 female. What?
Witnesses. Witnesses.
Yes, you're right. For 15 points, during a Greek Orthodox ceremony, what are placed on the heads of the bride and groom?
Laurels. What? Laurels? Yeah, crown. Laurels?
No, that's incorrect. Pearland?
Olive branches.
Well, the answer is crowns, made of metal. So you picked up 15 points. We have another toss-up for both schools. This is a 10-point math question, but I doubt you'll need paper and pencil. What is the name for a matrix of numbers such that the sum of the elements in any row, column, or diagonal is the same? It's called a magic square. For 10 points, in 1898, the cruiser Charleston was ordered to capture a Spanish island while on its way to the Philippines. It did so easily because the garrison on the island didn't know that Spain was at war. Name this island.
Eisenhower, Scott.
Guam.
Very good. Guam is right, Scott. And Eisenhower will field the business bonus. For 5 points, what is an agreement between 2 or more persons which creates an obligation called?
A contract.
Sure. They get harder. For 10 points in business, what is the bottom line?
Your answer?
Profit.
Profits or losses, yes. For 15 points, what type of contract transfers the right of possession of real estate, but not ownership?
A deed.
Not a deed. A deed would transfer ownership.
Proprietorship.
No, it's a lease. So again, Eisenhower picks up 15 on the bonus. Here's a 10-point music toss-up. You'll be able to hear some music here. What became a mega hit for the Tokens when they reworked a song Miriam Makeba had recorded earlier in Zulu?
Pearland, Doug.
The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
That's the song. You got it on the first note. Doug, Shannon, Aaron, and Jocelyn, you could actually take the lead. You'd have to know a lot about Lloyd Benson, though, because that's your bonus. For 5 points, Lloyd Benson headed what cabinet department?
Treasury.
Treasury is right. For 10 points, who was his Republican opponent in the 1970 Senate race?
George Bush.
You're right. For 15 points, what is his most famous quote? Directed at Dan Quayle on October 5th, 1988.
You're no Jack Kennedy.
Senator, you're no Jack Kennedy. Very good. And for 20 points and the lead, he last headed what major committee in the Senate?
Appropriations.
That's incorrect. Can you take it, Eisenhower?
The Finance Committee.
The Finance Committee. So 30 for Pearland, 20 for Eisenhower on Lloyd Benson. I have a 10-point toss-up. In 1958, construction was completed on a 129-mile turnpike that crosses which state from New York to Rhode Island?
Pearland, Doug.
New Jersey.
Not that one, Eisenhower.
Eisenhower, Matt.
Connecticut.
That's the one, Connecticut. 10 points for Eisenhower. And here is your acid test bonus. I will give you the molecular formula for an acid, and you specify it. For 5 points, HNO2.
Nitrous acid.
That is correct. For 10 points, H3PO3.
Phosphorus acid.
Correct. For 15 points, HF.
Hydrofluoric acid.
You're right. And for 20 points and a clean sweep, HClO.
Hypochloric acid.
No, you picked up 30, and we're going to see if Pearland can pick up 20 on HClO.
Your answer?
Hyperchloric acid.
No, hypochlorous. So close, Matt. That is the end of the first half. Friends, when we come back, we'll be playing the exciting 60 seconds round, and these category choices. Starts with S, literature, radio, and the mystery category. It's halftime on today's Texaco Star Academic Challenge contest, and this score, 85 for Pearland, 160 for Eisenhower. Questions used on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge are provided by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. Here's how we play the round, 60 seconds. You have that much time to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. Any questions missed or passed will be referred to your opponent, and if you get them all right, a clean sweep will give you 20 extra points as a bonus. You're trading Pearland, so Doug, make it a good one.
Category.
The mystery category happens to be geography. Start the clock, here we go. Name one of Denmark's self-governing possessions.
Pass.
El Nino, the periodic buildup of warm surface water that can affect global weather patterns, originates in which of the Earth's 4 oceans?
Pacific.
The European headquarters of the United Nations is in a country that is not a member of that international organization. Name this European country.
France.
Cozumel Island is located off the coast of which North American peninsula?
Yucatan.
This river forms part of the Swiss-Austrian, Swiss-German, and French-German borders.
Rhine.
Which French city is closer to England than any other mainland European city?
Normandy.
What degree of latitude is exactly between the equator and either pole?
45.
The Danube flows and we ran out of time. Mike, was it 40 points?
40 points.
Okay. We're going to refer these four to you, Eisenhower, these 3.5. Name one of Denmark's self-governing possessions.
Greenland.
Yes, and Faroe Islands is the other. The European headquarters of the UN is in a country that is not a member of that international organization. Name this European country.
Switzerland.
Of course. Which French city is closer to England than any other on mainland Europe?
Calais.
Calais, and the Danube flows. We didn't get a chance to finish it.
Southeast.
Primarily in which cardinal direction of the four cardinal directions? That would be east. Good try. Okay, Eisenhower, it's your turn to select.
Starts with S, please.
Starts with S for Eisenhower. Start the clock. Here we go. All answers to these short and sweet clues start with the letter S. Moisturized hot air rising from boilings.
Steam.
The original preservative.
Salt.
Gertrude's beer mug is a beer mug.
Stein.
They never fight, but they make great pocket knives.
Swiss. Swiss Army knife.
4 90-degree angles in one shape.
Square.
The key that changes from upper to lower case.
Ship.
Crabs, lobsters, mussels, and clams.
Shellfish.
Oswald's supposed perch.
Schoolbook depository building.
Cattle drive in overdrive.
Stampede.
And finally, pig's digs.
Sty.
Is right, and they swept the category. The first time it's happened this year. 120 points on Starts with S for Eisenhower High School. The round is now over. Stay with us. We'll be back with the Stump the Experts round after this break. The score at the start of the fourth and final quarter is 125 for Pearland, 310 for Eisenhower. We're going into Stump the Experts. Players, that means we're back to first quarter rules. Wait to be recognized before responding. No consultation. Good luck. Here we go with a 15-point visual question. Identify any 3 of the 5 men pictured here.
Eisenhower, Matt.
George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson.
Take another.
Pearland, Aaron.
Jefferson, Madison, Monroe.
Well, you got Jefferson. Washington was there. Henry Knox, Alexander Hamilton, Edmund Randolph. That was the president and his first cabinet. How about that? We have a 15-pointer. What 10-letter word describes a man-made structure built to protect a coastline, harbor, or beach from the force of ocean waves? What's that called?
Pearland, Doug.
Breakwater.
It's called a breakwater. Good for 15 points. Now, a 20-point question. What literary captain said, aboard my ship, excellent performance is standard. Standard performance is substandard. Substandard performance is not permitted to exist.
Pearland, Doug.
Ahab.
No, that's a good try. Eisenhower.
Matt.
Edward Fairfax Vere.
No, it was Captain Puig from, was that the Caine Mutiny, Mike? Okay. For 15 points, what is the occupation of the person identified in the title of this poem by Alan McCandless? My ceiling the sky, my carpet the grass, my music the lowing of herds as they pass. My books?
Eisenhower, Eddie.
A schoolboy.
My books are the...
Pearland, Aaron.
Shepherd.
Closer, a cowboy. The cowboy's soliloquy. For 20 points, arrange these events in modern world history in chronological order. Suez Canal crisis, Gulf of Tonkin incident, Iranian seizure of the U.S. Embassy, and French withdrawal from Indochina. That's Suez Crisis, Gulf of Tonkin, U.S. Embassy.
Eisenhower, Scott.
Suez Canal, French withdrawal, Gulf of Tonkin, Iranian seizure of the embassy.
That's incorrect.
Pearland, Aaron.
French withdrawal, Suez Canal, the Gulf of Tonkin, and the Iranian.
Excellent. 20 points for Pearland. They're not out of it yet. I have a 20-point music question. Pick a number between 1 and 9 and identify this Beethoven symphony.
Eisenhower, Robinson.
Fifth.
Speak up, please.
One chance in 8, gentlemen.
Pearland, Aaron.
Seventh.
The 8th. For 15 points, name the couple who fall in love in spite of themselves in Much Ado About Nothing.
Eisenhower, Eddie.
Benedict and
Pearland, do you know?
Pearland, Shannon.
Benedict and Catherine?
Have you thought of it yet, Eddie? Benedict and Beatrice.
I knew they both started with B's.
Okay. For 20 points, what hallucinogen is the active ingredient of the peyote cactus?
Eisenhower, Eddie.
LSD.
Incorrect. Pearland?
Doug.
PCP.
Mescaline is the answer. For 15 points, the correspondence between what a scientific investigation purports to measure and what it actually measures is called what? We're looking for a 4-syllable word. That's validity. For 20 points, the polymer known by the abbreviation PVC is used for everything from raincoats to credit cards.
Eisenhower, Matt.
Polyvinyl chloride.
That's the chemical name for 20 points. Here's a 20-point art question. Check out your monitor. In 1862, a young French conscript was sent to Mexico. He returned to Paris for years of...
Eisenhower, Scott.
Rousseau.
Henri Rousseau is right for 20 points. For 20 points in weaving, the device that carries thread
Pearland, Doug.
The shuttle.
to and fro between the cross threads is called the shuttle. I have a 15-pointer. This is a math question. If x and y are positive integers and x over y equals 3, then what is the smallest possible value for x plus y?
Pearland, Doug.
4.
4 is right. Give that man 15 points. Pearland leading the fourth quarter. Here's a 20-point science question. Give the formula for the maximum number of electrons in each principal energy level.
Pearland, Doug.
S, 2S, 6P, 10D, 14F.
Eisenhower, can you handle this one?
Eisenhower, Robinson.
2N squared.
2n squared is right. Very good. Here's a 15-pointer. The Allied victory at the Battle of the Coral Sea thwarted a possible Japanese invasion of what country?
Eisenhower, Scott.
Australia.
Australia, well done. A music question worth 15. A dance hall in Mexico City inspired this piece of music by which American composer?
Eisenhower, Matt.
Copeland.
There is Copeland. Mexico.
2 minutes left.
The title. For 20 points, El Camino Real is especially associated with what Spanish missionary?
Eisenhower, Matt.
Sarah.
Junipero Serra is right for 20 points. For 15 points, which branch of the Justice Department controls the entry of aliens?
Eisenhower, Matt.
The Immigration and Naturalization Service.
That's what it's called. A math question now for 20 points. Describe the symmetry of the polar graph R equals 2 plus 2 times the cosine of theta. Describe the symmetry of that.
Pearland, Doug.
Symmetrical about the y-axis.
R equals 2 plus 2 times the cosine of theta, Eisenhower.
Eisenhower, Robinson.
Radially symmetrical.
You were on the right track, Doug. Symmetric with respect to the x-axis is what we needed. For 15 points, what is pop artist Roy's last name? It sounds like a
Eisenhower, Matt.
Liechtenstein.
like a tiny country in Europe, and that's the one. For 15 points, which race car driver tied Richard Petty for the most
Pearland, Aaron.
Dale Earnhardt.
for the most Winston Cup titles? That is correct. For 20 points, I have an anecdote for you. According to legend, these two cities got their names from Indians. The legend is that
Eisenhower, Scott.
Nacogdoches and Natchitoches.
that is correct for 20 points. A 15-point question. How do you spell Atchafalaya?
Pearland, Aaron.
ATCH.
Finish your answer.
AFALAYA.
That is correct. Ring up 15 for Pearland. The game-ending tone. The final score is 225 for Pearland, 470 for Eisenhower. The winners, Eisenhower High School. Eisenhower impressive and posting the highest score in this year's Texaco Star Academic Challenge. I'm Chip Beal, your host. Next week, we will have Alvin and Clearbrook on our show. See you then.
Join us again next Saturday when 2 more Houston area teams compete on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge.